Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to another blind reaction to Naruto Season 2, Episode 8 or Episode 34. Welcome back. I am done the migration onto this channel, the dual migration that happened to this channel, which I'll talk about real quick as a quick return. And now I'm going to do a big sweep of episodes tonight, a big session to get back into it, get my head back in the game. Apologies for how long this took and how many iterations and migrations that this went through, but a lot of experiments done along the way because, of course, my big goal was to produce content that could reach people. The first iteration of Naruto did well on Manga Delve, and then it moved to its own channel, Naruto Delve, and then it was just like nothing. It was crickets, and then I tried to bring it into my gaming channel when I turned the gaming channel to a variety channel, and then it did relatively well because it's a bigger kind of watch base there. Then I figured I want to do manga again, but it's not really, the gaming channel was, well, the variety channel wasn't working out. So then I split all the channels off, and that's what you see today. So the newcomers here, be blessed that you didn't have to experience any of that for the last year and a half. But in any case, you will see a lot of migrated comments that I had to keep moving from site to site. I didn't want to lose the comments, you know, so I moved them from channel to channel. I was going to say site to site. In any case, they're down there. If you see yours down there from the past, cut and paste it into its own comments so that you can take ownership over the engagement that happens off the initial thread and anything that comes after that, right? So yeah, the conversation can be yours. And I have a couple other things to address while I'm back, because while migrating comments, I just, you know, a couple old ideas started popping up again. One of them being the filler episodes, which relates back to my first point, the whole point of joining the channel, splitting the channels, splitting the content. I split the Naruto content into the reaction part of the content, and then I split off the more vloggy bits. The stuff like this, the stuff like that I would do at the end of the reaction. I would talk about my thoughts and bring more of the narrative pattern pieces together. And I figured from a data perspective, focusing on just the reaction bits, it would actually get more traction because the watch time would be better and the retention would be better. And both those things were very true. It did very well. But this channel was just called Anime Reactions because I wanted to start Naruto on a new channel, and it just died. I started doing just the reaction. Naruto was getting spectacular data, but then absolutely zero reach, and the channel was just dying. And so I started bringing the manga back. I regret killing Manga Delve because this effectively became Manga Delve 2.0, but I wanted to have more of, I want to be more about reactions too, like reactions and analysis of both anime and manga, and I didn't want to create another channel for that. So here we are. What was I going to say on those terms? Yes, the filler episodes. The fact that in the comments, a lot of people talking about the filler episodes, and I ended up fighting for. I want to have all the experience of Naruto. I want to experience the filler episodes as well, because I feel like as a blind experience, that makes up part of the Naruto anime experience. You know, and I've talked about this in a couple other videos, which are now re-stitched back together. So I stitched them. I broke them apart and launched them on this channel. They didn't do very well, and so now I've stitched them back together. And it seems like, at least, see, here's the thing, because it seems from the comments there's support for the analytical part of Naruto, especially the newcomers that are coming on to some of the most recent, like the prior episodes to this one. Some of the comments are saying that the analysis part of it is the part that is different, and I mean, I want to be a differentiator as well. So then that made me realize, you know, I need to put this stuff back together, relaunch it. But now it's like, we're here to stay. This is a reaction and analysis of Naruto, and you know what, that's my approach. You know what I mean? If people are here just for the reactions, they can just watch the reactions, right? But this is for the people who want to stick around and also hear the comments and kind of engage on a bit. Like, it doesn't need to be deeper. It's a Naruto cartoon, but that's the thing. It's like, I'm willing to offer it because I find it fascinating to do. It's not an effort for me to try to do this. I do this on my personal time. So that's the part I want to share with all of you. So I will still experience the filler episodes, but I won't make you have to wait for new content because of the filler episodes. Meaning, I won't react to the filler episodes, or if I do something with the filler episodes, it's going to be extremely compressed, or it's just going to be my thoughts about a big cluster of filler episodes. And you're not going to have to wait months before you get the canon story. Hopefully I'll be so far ahead on this that I can experience the filler episodes at you know, I watch my stuff at 2.7 times speed. That's my natural speed state of consuming content. I'm reacting in 1.5 right now because I can't do one. I literally feel like I'm going through quicksand. So it's a little bit faster, but because the blinders are on and because I'm reacting and I'm cutting through the scenes anyways, it's not going to make a difference to any of you, right? I'm going to be reacting to the same stuff. It's just going to be a little bit faster faster, which keeps these more condensed. I get through them faster, and I don't do the filler episodes, so then you get the series faster, and we can move on to another series. Not that I want to exit out of Naruto. It's just a long series, and because of the migrations, you don't understand. For those of you who are new here, this is a two-year experience for me, almost 2 years, where I started Naruto. And I'm finally here again. So let's go. I've got a notepad beside the screen of names, because I am actually committed now to try to really remember the names that I'm talking about along the way. Yes, it's still going to be tricky because it is a lot of names, and I know where we are in the story. We had a really clean break on the last episode that you all, so the one before this, episode 33, I suppose, where the kind of the first act setup, or the big bad introduction, all of that is now Ochihama. Oh my god, I thought I almost had it, and it, like, I wasn't remembering it, and it was like as I was talking, like I felt like it was come back to me, and it's not on my list because I don't remember his name. Deep Throat Ninja, the one I call Deep Throat Ninja. I know the comments have brought it back up. Ochimaharu. God, I'm saying that, but I don't even know if it's right. But be proud of me if I got it, because it's not nowhere on my screen. It's just, anyways, so that closed off. Awesome episode. Of course, last episode, awesome episode with Sakura, and it was a great way to culminate everything. It's kind of a closure, and it's a bridge from Act 1 to an Act 2 in the broader narrative construction that's going on right now. So now, if we are in the Act 2A, I expect to be getting a lot more names, which is why I got this paper in front of me, this notepad in front of me, beside the screen, so that as I pick up some new names, I'm going to see if I can take some notes with the context, so that I can start creating relationships between these characters, and just enough identifiers so that I can actually use the proper names instead of Deep Throat Ninja. Although I really like that name, as offensive as it might sound, I think it's hilarious, but I'm going to try to stop saying that. Anyways, we are going to be pushing through. I think this red-headed guy, I think I'm going to like him quite a bit. I have to say, Rock Lee is pretty solid too. He's probably one of my favorite for sure. But I feel like the red-headed dude, he's just mysterious enough that I'm going to be intrigued. Oh god, blinders, copyright gods, please don't curse me. Oh, it's probably going to get me with the music. So you know what? Let's skip. Skip intro, move. It's just I haven't watched the intro for so long, right? I figure I might as well react to it with all of you. And if it gets copyright, I just cut around it. I mean, so many characters, folks. Anyways, here we go. We're back into this. Oh, I don't remember how he got the bump on his head.
It's about time the lazy fool woke up. Story. Why are you guys here in the first place? What's going on around here?
That just saved your asses.
Explaining everything to you is going to be such a pain.
Yeah, that's a whole recap episode, which we can avoid right now. Yes. See, like, oh come on. Like, who's that again? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. He got wrecked too, though. It was a pretty solid ownage.
He had to know he didn't stand a chance alone against all those guys. That was pretty darn
It's Rock
stupid,
Lee,
don't
man.
you think?
Brave stupidity.
I guess I cannot really argue with that.
Aha! I know you, bushy brow! Hey! Knock it off! You better not say anything bad about Luna!
Yes, that's awesome.
What in the world happened while I was asleep?
Yay!
That Naruto was completely out of the loop.
So far out of the loop.
Some dynamic changes going on.
This little story.
I don't know. When they talk, I feel like it's all like filler.
Thank you.
Those two guys, I never take anything they
You
say
I was able to
serious.
stand up for myself, and I've become a little stronger.
Hey.
Thank you,
Oh.
Sakura. But I guess my efforts alone were not good enough.
Oh, come on.
So Sasuke, you are as good as your reputation. Just what you would expect from the Uchiha clan. To chase all those
Aw.
ninja, you must be very strong. Not like me, I just got beaten.
Oh,
to a
come
pulp.
on, Rock Lee.
What's he
Put your shit
talking
together.
about?
Come on, Rock Lee.
Is he serious? Were those guys really that strong?
Sakura.
He wouldn't
the
even
voice of
like.
the
He wouldn't
Leap
say
will lose
anything.
Twice. Huh? When we meet again, I
Aw.
will become a stronger ninja.
3. Rule of threes, Rock Lee. Hold the faith. Stick to the patterns. Say it, little Eno pig. Why would you take it that far, though? Why would you like?
He's a stronger opponent than I could have imagined.
Then there's this guy. You know, mysterious, but like I don't really know much to kind of
Is he still shaking?
feel anything about him.
For half a day already.
I don't
Oh.
blame him. Not after what happened. It's because
that
of what I
the-
saw.
Akamado's a doggy.
I know we'll
All
be
right,
the ones
I'll
who
take that
survive
note.
this. Right, Akamaru? Of course, it's lucky for us that the people caught in that trap had an Earth Scroll. And now we're gonna be the
Oh.
first ones to reach the tower.
Don't get
Oh.
overconfident. That's a dangerous mistake to make.
So quick, just like a story technical detail here. you know how I talked about Act 2A, and we're going to be like, it's kind of a clean start for us to get into that exposition part of the story, or the kind of the bringing together of all the pieces, and that I expect to be getting a lot of names, a lot of characters put on the table. One of those, and me talking about too many names, have you noticed in the first like 5 minutes or so, we're at minute 7, right, minus the intro, where every character that has a scene, they refer to the character by name. And so, and it's all happening very, very quickly, where they're trying to make you readjust yourself to the characters that they're presenting. They're gonna, because they're putting more pieces on the table, right? But they're making sure that they give you the names as often as possible, so that you can start making the correlation between the names, the identity of the character, so that's easier for you to follow along the story from here to, let's say, 4 or 6 episodes from now, 12 episodes from now, right? Depending on how long this Act 2 progresses. Like if it's 2 parts of Act 2, or just it's A&E, Act 2A and Act 2B. Shino, name drop for the bug nerd. Probably one of my favorites as well. I expect to get her name again. Is it Hinata? I think it's Hinata. Name drop. So now we got all names for there. So that's just me to point out that that was anticipated, right? The idea of like the name drops for Act 2A. So let's see some powers here. Yakugan. I'm not gonna remember. Don't expect me to name powers
There's somebody there, all right?
as well. Ooh.
It sounds like there are 6 people there.
I wonder if you can detect like tremble, what's it called, tremor sense or something
What are you
like
talking
like
about?
insects, you
We're
know?
not going to do that.
Vibration. I like all the insect references, and to pause again, this is the also the opportunity for them to start telling what's called the B stories. So if you're going to introduce B stories, you do it at the start of a 2A. That's why I know, I'm pretty confident I know where I am in the larger arc now for the next stack of episodes. See if we can get another team though. I'd like to get another team. Okay, but see, and wait, these ones here?
Challenging us head on? Yeah, they're a bunch
No,
of
not these
fools.
ones. These ones. Okay. I mean, there's something sketch for sure about Redhead. How about the ginger?
Let's make this quick.
Oh god, he's the one who popped his eye out during the test or something like that. That was creepy, man. Or some sand mimic or something like that. Sort of forget. I still don't know what this bottle is yet.
I mean, if they had the same type of scroll as us,
And there's a
we're
body
just
behind this
fighting
guy's, right?
Doesn't it make more
Gaara.
sense to follow these punks
That's
and
name
gather
drops.
information first? I mean, if they had the same type of scroll as us, we're just fighting an unnecessary battle.
I don't care. They looked at me the wrong way,
Oh.
so they're gonna die.
Well, I don't. Why do you have to say this so they're gonna die? Why do you have to be violent and like
This is exactly
malevolent?
stuck in the forest with him.
They're on the same team, but they're not comfortable with each other, you know. Like, are these gray coats? These gray coats aren't gonna stand. They're not gonna stand a chance. Ooh.
Is that all you can do?
Okay, so the whole desert vibe, sand.
All right.
Yes.
A Senbon rainstorm, huh? I have an idea. Let's make it rain blood instead.
Oh my god. I mean, he's a little bit darker than he needs to be. Oh. Oh, don't end this. No, we're nowhere near. Okay. Okay. Got a little nervous there.
Man, his chakra's so powerful. And that sand. Do you smell that odor? It stinks.
Odor.
So, these are details that matter, man.
It smells like blood.
Oh. He's a blood mage.
That's right. It's a jutsu that only Gaara can do, and somehow it happens
What?
automatically, independent of his will. So any
What?
attacks against him are doomed to fail. Yeah, we'll see.
He's got like a venom symbiote with sand.
Give me a break.
That's some sort of other. He's got some other spirit in him or some crap like Naruto or something. What'd he say? Sand what?
That punk's a dead man.
We warned him not to fight Gaara.
Oh.
Sand coffin.
Oh. No way. They won't actually like kill. That's awesome.
Let me go.
Sand coffin is not even buried
All you
alive,
have to do is
right?
cover your big mouth and you'll be dead.
Slow down, bro.
But that would be too easy and too boring.
Okay. What are we doing here? No. No. Eh.
Sand, Dario!
No way. No. No way.
There wasn't any pain. I crushed him with more force than necessary, so it was over quickly.
No
Just
way.
crazy tears flow and mingle with the endless sand, feeding the chaos within me and making me stronger.
Just take the scroll. Go on.
Oh,
Please spare us.
no. No way.
Man, this is bad. We gotta get out of here before he finds and kills us.
What are you talking about?
We got
I don't think I like him anymore.
All right, now let's head
Thought
to
it was
the
gonna be
tower.
a cool hero thing.
It's still not enough for me.
Oh no, did he see us? If he did, we're done for.
Gaara, let's go.
All right,
down.
that's enough. Sometimes you have to listen to what your big brother says.
Whoa.
It's too bad I don't think of you as my big brother at all.
Oh.
If you get in my way, I'll kill you.
Okay. Okay. We just
Wait, just hold on, Gaara. You
just-
don't have to treat us like we're the enemy.
got through the
Do us a
enemy.
favor for your sister.
We got the enemy for this arc, bro. There's a dog sensed it, man. What are you doing?
All right, this time.
What? What the hell, man? Who's canon or what?
That's why I hate brats.
But make us wait.
Oh. That's it? Just... Hey, yo.
I don't know what that Sand Village squirt is, but whatever he
boy.
is, he's way too dangerous to mess with.
Well, we got our intermediary adversary, I suppose, for an Act 2.
There's no way we can cancel the test.
Maybe the next 12 episodes.
Sorry to unbelievable. Those ninja finished only an hour and 37 minutes after the test started. They completely destroyed the record for finishing the second test.
Oh.
That's impossible.
It took just 97 minutes.
Oh.
Nothing like this has ever happened
Well.
before. No one's even come close. Those ninja from the Sand Village are way above Ganin level. They beat the record by 4 hours.
I'm afraid it's not just that.
I don't get it. What do you mean?
It's 10 kilometers from the test entrance gates to the tower. And in between are ferocious animals and poisonous insects, not to mention the other ninja. Could they really have avoided all those things?
Yeah, blood magic.
Especially the brown-haired kid in the front.
Blood sand magic.
What's so special about him?
But his eyes are pure evil.
Yeah, well, I mean... They pretty much let us know that straight up. Holy crap. So moving away from Team 7, we are now following at least 2 other teams. Now they both got to the tower. I did not expect us to get more information about the power sets to this degree. I thought maybe they'd like sprinkle them in. But if they're like fast forwarding to this kind of level of, I mean, they had to get to the point because there was no lead up to this. This is like, there's this adversary, I guess he is. Anyways, there's like these 2 forces because of the scroll thing, but he like escalates it right away, like 12 out of 10, and says the threatening death right away, and then he follows through with like very efficient death. So it's that coming so early tells me the faster it comes, the more relevant it's going to be, because there's no point in setting that up without it having value. And the fact that the story did take the opportunity to tell us how the dog's power sets work, like that he can smell the chakra levels, so that allows you to get this this way to narrate, to do it like caption speak, some way to relay something that's unrelayable. You have this dog that sniffs things out, and then if he's trembling, it's because, holy crap, there's something to be afraid of. Now, I'm thinking supernatural because I'm connecting it back into the whole dogs can sense the dead or sense spirits, like they can see things that humans can't, auras and stuff like that, or smell them or sense them. And so I'm going to go with that right now, and in connection with Gaara. So I think that it's more than... I think the scar probably represents something. Otherwise, why have the scar? It could just be a scar, sure. But in the last episode, because of the whole... because of the snake, I don't want to say Deep Throat Ninja, but I'm like, Okinawa. I'm going to say the wrong name. Anyways, because of that whole thing with Sasuke, and how I've now seen that it's... And Naruto also has the fox spirit. So, like, there's another layer. It's not just chakra and what you can like harness with your chakra. There's other stuff in this world, man, and that could make things crazier. So now I've seen it. I mean, we've seen it with Naruto. We've seen that it can be passed on via, I don't know, some master. I'm trying to think of a Dracula reference. You know what I mean? Like because the snake bite passes on like the curse. It's almost like vampirism, and so now he's kind of got this evil energy in him. And so I feel like maybe this bigger arc, right? Like the wider arc, however long this might be. If I had to take some guesses now, let me get more refined with this. The last, I would say, Give me a second. Let me calculate this out. I'm going to call episode 19 as the first arc. That seems obvious to me. So episode 20 to now is 33. This is 34. That's a lot of episodes. That's a lot more episodes than I thought. But the first chunk of that was the exams. So if the first chunk of that was Act 1, well, no, because that had to be its own act. So, and it was kind of like an interlude, if anything. Because you kind of get the exam thing, and the exam is what kicks off this thing, which I would have said would have been an Act 2A, and that would have kicked off the snake guy. 14 episodes into this, and this feels like Act 1 would have included the exam and the first part of wandering into the forest, which is a symbolic from storytelling going into the woods, and because like the woods is a very symbolic passage of Act 1 rolling into an Act 2. It's where a lot of the Act 2 stuff will kick off, and they set off into there, and then they get their challenge, and they're too weak to face it, which is your Act 1 knockoff, which is now they have to get the power to face off against the greater threat. But now we got this guy. Could be a B plot of an Act 2A, but if we're 14 episodes deep, this is going to be a long arc, man. That means that I have to anticipate, I'm right now, at this current moment, I am now anticipating at least 14 episodes. 12 to 14 episodes, where we're going to only get the first half of anything to do. We're probably going to get like anything tied to Gaara. And then Gaara, if it's anything like the first 19 episodes, that's crazy. The scope of this, that this could turn into. Because it would mean that the next 14 episodes, that would take us into 40 something. 45, 46, somewhere around that. Might be something escalates crazy with Gaara, because we got the early setup. That crazy setup with Gaara is going to set off the next 14 episodes, and then that's going to kick off Act 3. We're going to be well into the 60s. Have I already talked about this in some of my vlogs? Because I haven't heard all of the stuff that I've recorded in the past. But anyways, I might be reiterating something. Apologies if I am. But that's my new, if I put it on paper, the numbers, it's just multiply 14 by 4. That's kind of my scaffolding, and now we'll see what happens. That feels really long to me. But I mean, lots of characters on the table, and this is a crazy... This guy actually killed people, whereas the snake dude just went around and like scared the crap out of people, and then passed the curse off to Sasuke. Why do I always do that? I always like trip up all those names, even this 2 years in. Anyways, we are done this episode. I'm gonna move on to the next episode and see what they push forward, but I don't see them kind of going back to Gaara. I think they're now we're going to be leapfrogging from crew to crew, and we're going to get maybe some unveils here and there, maybe get some more sprinkling in of some Gaara stuff along the way, but this is not going to escalate for another 10 episodes at least, 8 to 10 episodes. Anyways, I'm going to catch you in the next episode. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, everybody. Peace.